David's girlfriend, Vivian, had built a communication system so complicated that even today, it raises questions. She had two phones, an iPhone and a small keypad phone.
One for the world and one for the secrets.
But her WhatsApp number wasn't inside either phone, so you couldn't call her directly through it. Meanwhile, the keypad phone had two SIM cards of its own.
But neither is on WhatsApp.
If you didn't understand her system, reaching Vivian could become surprisingly difficult. David never thought much of it. Then one night, Google revealed something that made him look at the entire system differently. And suddenly, everything started to make sense. But to understand how David got there, let's start from the beginning. David and Vivian had known each other long before distance entered the picture. They studied together, talked often, and gradually became close. Somewhere between friendship and everyday conversations, feelings began to grow. But the relationship truly became serious after David left Ghana to continue his studies abroad. Vivian remained in Ghana. David was thousands of kilometers away. And suddenly, calls, messages, and video chats became the relationship. But even then, David was beginning to notice something. David wanted more communication, more time, more connection. Vivian, on the other hand, seemed completely comfortable with less.
You know, sometimes I feel like I'm always the one trying to talk.
What do you mean?
I mean, if I don't call, sometimes we barely talk.
You're overthinking it.
He wasn't asking to talk all day. He just wanted to feel like the relationship mattered to both of them. And over time, that difference started becoming harder for David to ignore. Then one afternoon, Vivian told him she was going to the salon. They continued texting while she was there, and then, without warning, she disappeared. Hours passed. Night came. Still nothing. By the next afternoon, the worry became difficult to ignore. So he bought international call credit and called one of the numbers in her small keypad phone. David had questions.
Hello?
Vivian? Where have you been? I've been trying to reach you since yesterday.
My phone broke down.
What happened?
At the salon, the hairdresser's child poured water on it. I left it charging and this happened.
But at that moment, he was simply relieved she was safe.
Did you take the phone for repair?
The woman at the salon said she would help repair it. I told her no.
Why did you refuse?
I just didn't want it.
But David wasn't thinking about the damaged phone anymore.
Vivian, why didn't you at least find a way to tell me you were okay? You know how dangerous this world can be. Anything can happen in a second. I'm far away from you. If something happens, how would I even know? Couldn't you have used someone's phone for just 1 minute? Just to say, I'm okay.
I don't like using people's phones. And I didn't have money to buy credits. I was definitely going to call you.
David could have argued. He didn't.
Okay, as long as you're safe. The international credit isn't much, so let's end it here. We'll talk later.
Okay.
He accepted her explanation and moved on. At the time, there was no reason for him to think this moment would matter again. Not long after that call, Vivian appeared online again.
My friend gave me her Android phone. She wasn't using it, so she said I can use it until I get another one.
Seriously? That's good. At least now you can post your business, and we can talk properly again.
Vivian needed the smartphone for her small business, so David thought the timing was perfect. The message went through. Vivian was online. She posted her business and disappeared. The next morning, the exact same thing happened. David would call, the phone would ring. Sometimes he could even see that she was online, but she still wouldn't answer.
Vivian, I don't understand. You text me, I reply, you're online, I call and you don't answer.
I'm not comfortable using the phone.
David found the explanation strange, but again, he let it go. 3 days later, Vivian made another decision that would push the story in a completely different direction.
My friend is relocating to another city. I want to give her phone back before she leaves.
You're returning the phone?
Yes.
But you said she wasn't using it. You said she gave it to you until you got another phone.
I know. I just don't feel okay keeping it when she's leaving.
Then the conversation shifted from the phone itself to Vivian's business.
So what are you going to use now?
That's my problem. My business is my main issue. How am I going to post? And I don't even have enough money. Everything I have won't reach 1,000.
Less than 1,000 Ghanaian cedis. David remembered that number, and by coincidence, that same day, David had just received his stipend. He had no idea that the next decision he made would become one of the biggest questions in the entire story. Rent came first, then food, transportation, bills, everything he needed to get through the month. David checked the numbers again. If he sent her 2,000 Ghanaian cedis, his essentials were covered. But that would leave him with nothing extra. He would still have food, he could still get to school, but if anything unexpected happened that month, there would be no backup.
I've sent you some money. Add it to what you have and just get something simple for now. It doesn't have to be expensive.
Okay.
Something you can use for your business. Did you receive it?
Yes.
All right.
David didn't send the money because he had plenty. He sent it because he believed she needed it. And once the transfer was done, he expected only one simple thing in return: an update. Days passed. Vivian came back online, but something was missing. She never told David what phone she bought. No brand, no picture. No, this is what I got. There was no real update on the money either. And to David, even the appreciation felt strangely casual.
Did you receive it?
Yes.
And the strangest part? The communication still didn't improve.
Can we talk tonight?
We'll see.
What time?
I'll let you know.
Sometimes they still had video calls,
Your network is better today.
and David noticed the camera
Yes.
quality was good. Very good. But he never asked what phone she was using. Why would he ask? He trusted her. And as the months passed, the phone issue slowly
Look at
disappeared
this.
from his mind. Then one day, David needed Vivian's help. Months later, David's side hustle finally started paying off. His YouTube channel had been monetized. For David, it wasn't just another notification. It meant the late nights might finally become another source of income. But there was one problem. He was having difficulty setting up the account that would receive the money. Documentation back home in Ghana would make things easier. And naturally, David thought of Vivian.
Vivian, I need your help with something. I'm trying to set up an account for my YouTube payments. I want to use your details for it.
That means I'll need your Gmail and password, and later, your passport. But if you're not comfortable with that, just tell me. I'll find another way.
So that is the whole plan. Did you hear anything I said?
Yes, I heard you, David.
A moment later, Vivian sent him the Gmail address and the password. David thought the difficult part was over, but Google stopped him. New device, new location, security verification required. And the next thing that appeared on David's screen was the one detail that would bring the entire phone story back. It wanted Vivian to confirm that the login was really hers.
Vivian, Google is asking you to confirm that it's you. Check your phone.
Okay.
David waited for the confirmation instructions to load, and suddenly, months of separate events stopped feeling separate.
iPhone 14 Pro Max? When did she get this phone? How did she get it? Why didn't she tell me? And what happened to the money I sent?
The phone itself didn't give David the answers. It gave him questions.
I don't like using people's phones. And I don't even have enough money. Everything I have won't reach 1,000.
If there was nothing to hide, why had Vivian never told him? David stared at the screen and started doing the math. Based on what David had been told, that gave Vivian less than 3,000 Ghanaian cedis.
So how did we get from that to an iPhone 14 Pro Max?
But the price of the phone wasn't the only thing bothering him. David wasn't expecting an explanation for every detail of Vivian's life. But he had sent money specifically because she needed a phone. But that conversation never happened. David found out through Google. And now David was questioning more than the phone. He was questioning the story behind it.